I am Donaldo Macedo from the University of Massachusetts, Boston. To me, continuing what I was saying about the centrality of language, in education, in our lives, in anything that we do, even in our dreams, we cannot dream, without language. Language. As Gloria Anzaldúa so poetically and passionately said, I am my language. If you really want to hurt me, talk badly about my language. So in a sense then, to think of a critical pedagogy that remains monolingual, a critical pedagogy that can be critical in English only, a critical pedagogy that basically dismisses or devalues the importance of language, its centrality in the process, is a pedagogy that is naming itself critical, but it's not so critical. You see? So I cannot, at least in my view, I cannot think of any pedagogy, critical or otherwise, that can be carried out effectively, you see, without language. So language is again central to critical pedagogy, because it is through language that we can begin to unpack the veiled reality, the reality that in fact deforms or misinforms, reality, a language that hides, a language that lies, you see. Then if we unpack the language, we unveil the reality behind the language, As I had earlier talked about, the fact that, we reproduce, sometimes unknowingly, even though we claim to be critical, a class structure in the United States by embracing or adhering to the myth that we live in a classless society, is because we are afraid of using a language that names the ruling class that gets euphemized in terms of the affluent, the rich, the well-to-do, and so on and so forth. So to me, when you say the ruling class, you have to have those who are ruled, and so those realities are named. And so language then is fundamental, as a critical tool, in the unpacking process of the ideology that is insidious, because it makes itself invisible. It makes itself invisible precisely by erasing language. If you have a language that names that ideology, it would be almost impossible, at least very difficult, for it to be invisible.